So you're a street lifter and you want to gain weight, right? Because more weight makes you stronger. More muscle mass means that you're stronger, but you also want to stay in a weight class. You can't gain weight forever also, because to gain weight you have to put on a little bit of fat. If you keep adding weight, you're gonna become very fat, which sucks, which means that you're weak, and you're certainly weaker than someone that weighs the same as you but is much more muscular. So what should you do then? What is up, fellow street lifter? Alex Delta here, street lifting coach. You know, actually the choice of what to do with your body weight isn't that hard, but you've gotta know some stuff first. And I wanna be logical about this. So first, can I just maintain my body weight and keep getting stronger? Yes, you can, but it's not optimal, okay? So it's fairly known that muscle mass is insanely important for strength gain. It's not the only thing that counts, but it's up there, you know? And for this reason, we wanna optimize that. We wanna put on as much muscle mass as possible. So how do we do that? The body needs fuel, okay? And fuel is food in our case, because we are not cars. You obviously need to work out, okay? You cannot gain muscle without working out, but you want to eat more than you're burning up, okay? So your body has, you're in a caloric surplus, your body has more energy, and it's much easier for the body to put on more muscle mass. So you want to do that. So now I ask you, now the more I eat and the more muscle mass I put on, right? Wrong. The thing I didn't talk about, or I did in the whiteboard, is that you will put on some fat, okay? By being in a caloric surplus, you will for sure put on some fat, and you will have to lose that at some point. And if some of this stuff is more obvious for you, don't worry, I'll get to the sauce of the video later, but I want to be logical about that. I want to break down every step so that it really makes sense, it really sticks to you. So fat. You are now fat. You suck, you're fat. And you have to lose 7 kilos for your competition in 1 month because you didn't listen to me. And you're in a shitty situation. Otherwise, you'll have to compete in a higher weight class and get destroyed by the competition. I'll give you the first key here. There's actually a point where it doesn't make sense to eat more, okay? But there's a point where if you keep eating more, you're just gonna gain the same amount of muscle, but a lot more fat. So now that you know all of this, what should you do in practice, in your daily life? First, if you are intermediate or above, you want to know your weight class, okay? Where do you want to compete? What's your weight that's more suitable to you? And I won't talk about that in this video because that's a bigger topic for another video, but start to know that because you want to stay around that body weight the whole year. And if you're a beginner, don't worry about this too much. Just try not to get too fat and eat more without really paying attention to your body weight, okay? You shouldn't put a limit right in the beginning to your body weight because you're just stunting your strength potential. And number two, how far is the competition? Because you obviously want to stay below the weight in time, because you want to be below your weight class limit in time. And guys and girls, please, if you're liking this video, give it a like. It really helps with the algorithm. You know, we want to spread the saucy knowledge to the street lifting world, so thank you very much. So the general rule, whether you're competing or not, whether you're a beginner or a world-class street lifter, is the same, okay? You want your body weight to move in waves. This wave is going up, okay? There's another wave. I'm sorry. Your body weight doesn't keep moving up, especially if you're intermediate or more. So maybe here's your weight class, okay? And this is your body weight. So the red line is how much muscle you have. And you see that each wave you're building some muscle, then you're losing some because you're gonna probably lose some, but then you're adding more muscle than you had before. And you keep repeating the cycle while your body weight stays the same. And maybe if you're a beginner, base this more on your body fat, okay? Try to do waves of body fat even if your body weight is going up because you're adding a lot of muscle. Okay, now gaining and losing weight is different. You see that the waves are not the same. They are slowly going up and then quickly going down. That's the most optimal way to do that, to repeat these cycles, to put on as much muscle mass as possible. And you want to be around 0.5 to 1% of your body weight per month, and you want to lose 0.5 to 1% per week. The more advanced you are and the lower the percentage should be. At this rate, you should put on muscle without adding too much fat. And at this rate, you should lose fat without losing too much muscle. And there's many scientific studies proving this. And you know, I never make things up just because I think so. What I say is always the result of a ton of studying, the experience with many athletes I've trained, and the data that I gather every month from all of them. I'm very lucky to have this opportunity. But what I want to say is that everything I'm saying has been carefully thought through, because it's very easy to just say the most appealing stuff, even if it doesn't work. So as I was saying, as little fat as possible, because it's also easy to get rid of it when it's time to. And to do that in practice, you have to play with numbers a little bit. Okay, you have to find how much calories your body burns up just to maintain your body weight, and from there you just add or subtract based on what you need to do. Okay, so this was a big one to begin with, very important one. I try to give it some logic, to also say the whys of stuff whenever I can, because I want it to be quick. I don't want to add too much stuff. And so that's it. See you in the next one.